All right, shalom, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, first and foremost, we would love to start by giving all honor, glory, and infinite praise unto
Yahawah,
Yahawah, BAHASHAM,
BAHASHAM,
YAHAWASHI,
YAHAWASHI,
BAHASHAM,
BAHASHAM,
HAQADASH.
HAQADASH.
We'll give double honors to our apostles and elders of the great millstone that taught us this truth. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the sincere Akim, laboring in this truth, preaching and teaching, believing on the name Yahweh Shem Shai. And peace, blessings, salutations to the men, women, children that believe on the name Yahweh Shem Shai. And we from the brothers from the GMS Cleveland branch, Lord, what to bring out an edifying listen through the spirit. We're talking off camera, I was sending the brother Kadash videos last night on this because they had like a sit down where they had like they was going into the UAPs and the UFOs because they're starting to experience more UFO sites, right? Because in the midst of them doing all the things that they're doing, right? Because everybody's getting the wars, the spirit of wars in the earth.
Yeah.
So everybody's gearing up, and so the UFOs, what the world ignorantly called UFOs, they're chariots of Yahweh Shem Shai, and the host of the heavens. You know what I'm saying? They are starting to become more and more manifest. They're starting to be more sightings here and there and everywhere. And so understanding, like, because they're trying to deceive the people, because the title, as you see, the title of the lesson is "Be not deceived, nor be dismayed, and be not dismayed." Because why I say "be not deceived"? Because they're going to try to convince the people that there's an alien invasion, or that there's some other force that's coming to invade and take over the world, which is true. You know what I'm saying? But that's because the kingdom of heaven is getting ready to be established here on earth. That's because this world, America, this society is getting ready to be destroyed. You know what I'm saying? The people in the land that say they the people in the land, that land is getting ready to be destroyed. All these things are getting ready to be destroyed for the forwarding of the kingdom and for the forwarding of righteousness in the earth. So they can't trying to push the message not being not deceived because they're gonna try to make it, like I said, make it think it's aliens. But that's Yahweh Shem Shai and the host of the heaven, the angels, the army of the most high, right?
Yeah.
And say and be not dismayed, because so when you see these things, because we're not paying attention, when people see these things, you ain't supposed to be afraid of them or dismayed. You got to understand our salvation is drawing nigh. Our salvation is near at hand. So these are the things that are going to be taking place in these latter days, but you can't be deceived or dismayed, especially with the agenda this devil is going to push.
Yeah. Yeah, that's they trying to demonize the salvation of Israel.
Yep.
Because the chariots is how Israel is going to be saved.
Yep.
That's our way up out of here. We got to go up because the lake of fire is going to be on earth.
Yep.
So they trying to demonize it as if it's like you said, the green aliens and shit.
Yeah.
With black eyes.
Yep.
And green big heads.
Because they even had one of those pictures. They even had one of them pictures where the dude was holding that. You know what I'm saying? It's like they even saying things like they have a UAP technology in their hands from the chairs, which that's a lie. Yep. It's deception, right? It's the go ahead.
I was gonna say because Esau don't have that type of technology, because we know that the chariots, they run off the spirit.
Yep.
So ain't no way he got any piece of anything. They're not about to break. Chariots ain't about to break or anything.
Right.
That's right. That's right.
That's like saying what the Most High has created is corruptible. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like the shit that Esau got. You got to constantly update your shit because it don't run right.
Yeah, that's why the Lord said, "Don't fear him that can kill the body, but fear him that can kill the body and soul in hell."
Yep.
Because the Lord, they said, the Father is spirits. So meaning what? The spirit lives forever and never dies. So if the spirits is how the chariots operates, Esau is basically saying that he's figuring out a way to actually tap into be able to control the spirit. If you got a piece of the material, that means you can go ahead.
This is Isaiah 31:3. It says, "Now the Egyptians are men and not power."
Come on,
that's right.
And when the Lord come back, the scriptures talk about how the Lord is going to show these men, well, these heathens, to be but men, all right, because they run around throughout the earth with their basic technology. All right, like Elon Musk talking about in Memphis, they about to have a new god, but the Lord is about to show them to be nothing but men.
Yep.
It says, "Now the Egyptians are men and not power, and their horses are flesh." Right, showing you too that they have to have gas and have to refuel throughout the air.
All right.
That's a carnal ship that these people have.
Yeah, because they're right. That's their horses. You know what I'm saying? Their power, things that they ride upon.
Right, them
chariots,
them fighter jets, and their space their space force.
Yep.
But them chariots are just carnal, man. Corruptible. Now, matter of fact, when the Lord come back, the Lord gonna show Esau how corruptible his chariots are.
That's right.
Yep.
It says, "And their horses are flesh and not spirit," but showing you that the Lord, the chariots of the angels, they run off the spirit, man.
Right. That's right. It said their horses is flesh and not
Yep.
spirit. They're, like you said, corruptible. Their way of transposition show you how blasphemous Esau is, because he said that if it was war, you know what I'm saying, and the Lord entered in, you know, because he said alien invasion. Alien just means foreigner. So a foreign, a foreign, or someone that's foreign to you, when if they invade from the sky, which would be the chariots and Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and the angels and the fighter chariots that's coming, you know, out of the sky.
Yep.
The Lord's army. He said if they come out the sky, he was quoting 2 Ezra 13. If they come out the sky, that means they was put away their differences and fight the things that's coming out the sky.
Yep.
But we just read that their power is flesh. It's corruptible, so there's no way you can actually combat these things that are spiritual, man.
Yep. And it's a spirit too, because like I said the other day, I was talking on camera telling the brothers, I was watching the Independence Day with a brother in our camp. You know what I'm saying? Was watching it the other day, and like you gotta realize, like, tied all together, they brought back the draft, right? Where they could draft, you know, from 18 and older, 18 to 26. So what you gotta understand is, with that, they're trying to tell you that there's gonna be an invasion. So they're gonna draft people to the war, because when you watch Independence Day, that ended up what happened, but they deceived the minds of the people to make them think, okay, they done push this. Okay, there's gonna be this alien invasion. Now you got to fight against these impending forces. Like the brother said, these strangers, these foreigners that's coming from the outer world. So they like, we got to fight against them, and people gonna run to that because they now to see the people to think these are green people. Or people gonna get to quoting that movie. Damn, that movie Independence Day was real. But guess what? The scriptures are more real than any movie anything that they can push on the left hand side. We're telling you that the YAHAWASHI are men. The host of the heaven, the angels, those are men. Those are the Most High's army. They're coming to bring destruction here upon planet Earth. But people are gonna think these are green men. But the whole time, Jake gonna be fighting against their power. Jake gonna be fighting against their salvation. You know what I'm saying? The power that was supposed to save you, but you're gonna fight against it because you were deceived by Esau Edom and the things that he's pushing in the media. You know what I'm saying? Deceiving you to think it's one thing when it's not. The scriptures say otherwise.
Yep. Well, scripture. Go ahead.
Go ahead. You got.
No, I was gonna say in Revelations 20, you know, that was his whole thing, was his deception, because the elites even know all the way into this time, you know, that the Lord is gonna come back. These Lord, you know, high-ranking puppets, you know, they just puppets, but these elites, they know that, you know, what time it is. You know, they got NASA, you know, they have all these things.
Yep.
You know, they see, you know, the chariots, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what is that? Is that 2 Ezra 13 say they should see the Lord and fight the Lord in the sky?
Yep.
Yeah, you might have to get that. Well, go ahead, get your precept.
This Jeremiah 10:1. It says, "Hear ye the word, the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Assembly Indians." Right? It says, "Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them." And that's what you're seeing when you go into this word dismayed, right? Going to it real quick. When you go into this word dismayed, it's
Strong's H2865.
Hathah. It says to be shattered. It says to be shattered, be dismayed, be broken, be abolished, be afraid. And so guess what? They're afraid. So guess what? Now you try to see that you see them speaking on these things. They're pushing an agenda. And guess what? The fact that they're scared, they're trying to push fear into the masses. And then when you push fear, guess what? It's making people to feel like they're gonna have to defend themselves or fight against what's going on or what they're informing you of, right? And so that's what's gonna cause people to run to think they're gonna have to try to fight against Yahweh Shema Shah, to join into this army, to fight to fight to save America, to fight to save the world, because the aliens are going to destroy it, right?
Well, the scriptures say, though hand join in hand, the wicked will not be unpunished.
That's right.
Should not be unpunished. So you say, even though they join forces, his fate is still his lot, and his fate still the same.
Yep.
The outcome is still the same.
So it says be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at. And what are the signs of heaven? Well, we had the eclipse. You know what I'm saying? But another thing, you're seeing the chariots. You're seeing the chariots. You're seeing more and more sightings of the chariots. Here you had Elder Yashawamba at camp. You had Elder Yashawamba at camp, and you could see the chariot. You know, behind them in one spot, going to another spot. Nothing moves like that but the chariots. You know what I'm saying? Nothing can move like that.
Defining the laws of gravity.
That's right. Go ahead, brother. You got it.
Second Chronicles 16:9.
Mm.
It says, "For the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth," and we know the eyes of the Lord is the angels,
Yep.
and they go throughout the whole earth because why? For first and foremost, they govern the elect, and they watching over the people, and then you got the left hand angels, doing what they do, because you like Satan, he said he go to and fro throughout the earth.
Yeah, exactly. What you talking about? It's Job, and it says he asked Satan where you coming from. He said to and fro and through the earth.
Right. Satan got a chariot, man.
Satan is all the angels is doing the bidding of the Lord.
That's
man.
right.
You know,
Psalms
they bring the
103.
judgment. You're right. You say what? Psalms what?
103. Where it say they I think it's Psalms 103 and 20.
What it say? Salaki.
I'll have to grab it real quick.
It says Sirach 39 says they appease the wrath of him that made them. You know, the spirits created for vengeance.
Psalms 103 and 20, it says, "Bless the Lord, ye his angels,
Oh
that
yeah.
excel in strength, that do his commandments, hearkening unto the voice of his word."
Yeah.
That's what the angels do. The Lord send down his commandments, and whatever his sanction is, that's what the angels go forth and put in action in the earth.
Mhm.
If it's working on the minds of the people or just casting out judgment.
Yep. You go back to your precept.
This is Second Chronicles 16:9. It says, "For the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth to show himself strong on behalf of on the behalf of them whose heart is perfect towards him." And like you was talking about with Elder Yashawamba, that's the chariots was showing themselves strong.
Yep,
That's
right.
why we see all these chariot sightings, man. The angels are showing that they with us. Because we fear YAHAWASHI, the angels is gonna keep our foot. And the times we coming into Jacob's trouble. And was that in Kings, how the angels had blinded the men, if that's in Kings, I believe it's in Kings, but had blinded the men, so I forgot who it was, Salakia, but for them to get through the city. But the point is, the angels is going to, give us that standard, man.
Yeah, I forget who was that?
Or just,
Shit, even out of Egypt, shit, the angels blinded the Egyptians. You know what I'm saying? Pillar by day and fire by night. You know what I'm saying? It led us to freedom, to deliverance. You know what I'm saying? It was our guidance, and that's what they're trying to do. There was a movie that came out. We said the black people are being beamed up in ships, and they came for. He said we only coming for the black people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yep.
Because Elder Monazes Alba did a lesson on that years ago. And that movie was based on the chariots coming to save all the black people.
Yep.
And they tried to stop that. They tried to get all the black people on their side to try to convince them that the chariots was otherwise what it was, or other than what it was, right? Yeah, go ahead.
This is
no, go ahead. No, go ahead. You got it.
6 and 17 is what somebody says, "And Elisha prayed and said, Lord, I pray thee, open his eyes where he may see. And the Lord opened his eyes of the young man, and he saw, and behold, the mountains was full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elisha." All right, so when the young man looked up into the heavens, because the scriptures talk about look up into the heavens, because our salvation is nigh, because we know that the chariots is going to be coming from the east. But in that time, the young man looked it up to the heavens, and his eyes was open, and he seen all the chariots that was round about that blinded the men, all right, and that let them pass through.
Yep. And so brother just put a precept showing you that it's YAHAWASHI and the host of the heavens, right? So like we said, be not dismayed, but it said, we also said, and be not deceived, because now if they're trying to tell you anything other than what the brother just read, it's deception. It's to trick you, right? So when you go into this word deceived, I got it on the chat GPT. It says deceived means being misled, tricked, or made to believe something that is not true. It says often by someone who intentionally provides false information or hides the truth. And who does that? Esau Edom, right? It says when someone is deceived, they are typically led to false beliefs or expectations, sometimes causing disappointment, betrayal, or harm. And that's going to end because of this devil's deception, because he's misleading you. It's to harm you. It's so you fall into, because ultimately, like the brother just quoted, the brother HAQADASH just quoted a while ago, he said, "Though hand join in hand, they should not go all together unpunished." So this devil is going to trick you to join his side, to join forces with me, to be on my side, to fight against what we're fighting against. And you're gonna be fighting against YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI. And nothing that fight against YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI is gonna prevail. Right?
Yep.
So go ahead. You got something? I got another one. Your precept. Karen. So this is Luke 21 and 24. It says, I'm gonna start at 24. It says, it's Luke 21 and 24. It says, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword and shall be led away captive into all nations, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. And guess what? The time of the Gentiles is being fulfilled. They're at an end, right? The Heavenly Father's getting ready to come. That's why you're seeing the chariots. That's why you're starting to see all the signs of the heavens. Why? Because the Most High is getting ready. YAHAWASHI is getting ready to make his second coming. All things are getting ready to be made manifest, right? That's verse 25. It says, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars. Like I said, we mentioned the eclipse, right? It says, and upon the earth distress of nation and perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. These are all the things that we're experiencing right now. You're seeing all these things. But it says, and in the stars and upon the earth distress of nations. Is there not distress of nations? You know what I'm saying? Are we not seeing we talking about the chariots, more chariot sightings? And because to the point that they're reporting on it, they're speaking about it. They're feeling a need to come. They're feeling a need to come out with this information. So even now they're even doing certain movies on these things, right? It says 21 and 26. That's Zechariah. It says Luke, the curse that go before the earth.
There you go. Yep.
Yep. This is Luke 20. It's Luke 21 and 26. It says men's hearts failing them for fear and looking after those things which are coming on the earth. Why? Because he said, be not dismayed. You got people going to actually fear the chariots when they start to see them up close. Right now, you can look up and you might see a ball of fire. I remember one night we were over a brother's house. We saw 3 circling, and these like balls of blue just coming out of one area, one at a time.
Red.
No, that's when me and you went.
Yep.
We was at your Quorum house when we seen like 30 or 40 of them come out of one spot. You know what I'm saying? So it says, and upon the earth distress of nations, Salakia. It says, Salaki, it says, men's hearts failing for fear, for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken, right? So we finna witness all these things, the ICBMs, all these things. The Lord is controlling all these things. The Lord is controlling those, they're putting those evil thoughts in these nations' minds to get ready to come against America. All these things are a manifestation of the end, right? It says, verse 27, it says, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud. What's that cloud? The chariot. The scriptures talk about that. And what is that? Psalms 103, how the Lord left his beams, and how he making the clouds his hiding place. Left his beam in the clouds and making the clouds his hiding place, roughly paraphrasing. It says, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in the cloud with power and great glory. What? The host of the heavens. Right? It says, and when these things begin to come to pass, so the Lord, like when you start to see these things, when all these things start, when you start to experience these things, it says, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. The Lord is getting ready to redeem the nation of Israel. Right? You know what I'm saying? Our redemption draweth nigh. So that's why you got brothers looking up, brothers constantly. You will see brothers looking around, looking up. That's a chariot. That's a chariot. Because we see them, they're around us. YAHAWASHI is getting ready to make himself manifest. His second coming is right at the door. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be deceived by the agenda that these devils are pushing, and the elite are pushing on the left hand side, trying to trick the minds of the masses to make you think that this is something that is not.
Yeah, they trying to damn, what you say? Damn, I forgot what you said, man. I got 2 quick ones real quick.
Yeah, I got you. Go ahead.
Matthew, somebody grab Matthew 24, and you can start at the 4, and then you can read Zechariah 5.
I got Matthew 24 and 4. Which one you want first?
Since you said that, get that real quick.
This is Matthew chapter 24. Beautiful. This is Matthew chapter 24 and 4. It says, so YAHAWASHI answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you.
Right. So the Lord told us to take heed that no man deceive you. Because like you said, bro, it's different. They're pushing the narrative more and more. This deceptive narrative more and more, because like we said in the beginning, it's our salvation. The chariots, he said, that's what I was about to say earlier. He said, how you seen him is how he's gonna return.
Yep.
Right. The same YAHAWASHI, right? How we saw YAHAWASHI ascended, and he's gonna descend, right? And he went into those chariots, man. You know what I'm saying? They showed the NASA, the Issachar, right? He had the NASA thing going on in his living room, and he was like, "Well, like a city." NASA has a live feed of so-called outer space. You know, the satellite in space, and he said the chariot, it was like a big ass city, man.
Yep, fathership. That
The
was fathership,
you know, and it was followed by a bunch of little smaller chariots that was around it, and they coming fast, man.
Yep.
You know, go ahead, Doc.
That's verse 5. It says, "For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many."
Yeah, so that's liking it to what's going on, man. They're telling you, they're giving you a false salvation.
Ooh.
That's coming in the name of YAHWASHI. They're giving you another way other than the Lord said the way it was going to be.
That's
They're
right.
telling you DJ Trump is going to come with this plan and that plan, and the MOTB is this plan and that plan, eh? And then now you got Elon Musk with these different gadgets of his, you know, he's building the super computer, the mega computer in Memphis, all right, in North America, man.
Yeah.
All right, and that's what they're gonna spearhead this new concept of the new next wave of technology.
Yeah.
Well, the ultimate technology is our way out of here.
That's right.
His technology is thousands, gazillion years behind the Lord's technology that he has in the heavens, man.
Yep.
Edomite actually said that, you know, about how our their technology don't compare to the technology. Bro, you could watch a video on how chariots toy with the fighter jets. They trying to shoot them, they just toying with them. They can't stop and go back the other way, just like the chariots. So they don't stand a chance, man. What you about to say?
I was gonna say there was the men that's in the fighter jets. They was, because I was watching the video. They was saying that they was able to turn on a dime.
Yeah.
And everybody was chasing them.
Yeah.
But you know, like you said, they really just toying with them.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. Read that Zechariah real quick.
This is Zechariah 5:1. It says, "Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying robe."
Right, a chariot. Right, they come in many forms, shapes, and sizes.
It says, "And he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying robe. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits."
Right, it was, you know, it had a nice little size on it. Right, go ahead.
It says, "Then said he unto me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth."
Woo! Why is it a curse? It's a curse because it's Israel's salvation and the enemies or the op, as they say in the world, or Esau's demise, man.
Yep.
In North America, you look at a map, we've done it many times, and, you know, many lessons on it. You go to a map and say, where is the most UFO sightings? They're going to show you a map, and it's going to be yellow dots all over the map. The most UFO sightings is in America. You got a lot in Canada, you got a lot in South America, but America is flooded from east to west coast, man. And they got to spot them all over the world. We know, because that's what they just so-called calculate. We know the chariots is all over. But the most sightings, like in which was reported, so supposedly statistically from man point of view, right, is in America, man. Why is that? Because it's the curse of the whole earth. It's where Israel is located. It's where the salvation of Israel is going to happen.
They don't like that math, you know what I'm saying? Because our salvation, they don't like that math. Our salvation equal the end.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So they don't like that. You know what I'm saying? They you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why he said, they're not for our turn. You damn right we ain't for your turn.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We're for the nation of Israel. We're for YAHWASHI, YAHWASHI. We're for the righteousness being established in the earth. We're for seeing America be destroyed. We're for those things, right? But in order for that to come, then guess what? Our salvation must take place, and this place is going to be destroyed.
Right.
Our salvation is going to happen simultaneously.
There you go. Simultaneously, bro. Yeah, one more. Is one more now?
There's a little more.
Yeah.
It says, "For everyone that stilleth shall be cut off, as on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off, as on that side according to it."
Yeah, man. So it's a curse unto Esau because it's like you said, like a curse brings death, right? So the chariots is what's actually going to destroy Esau. It's going to unalive Esau. You know, it's going to take out his strength, which is his teeth, his military, right? And it's going to take out his military is an extension of his power. It's going to take that out the way, and it's going to clean you up in 1 hour. You see, this wise is a curse unto you, man. You see. Go ahead, bro. Get on.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 8. It says, "And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth." Right? It says in the 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 8. It says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Right? They said destroy with the brightness of his coming. So how we're revealing through the wicked? We're revealing the wicked through these precepts. We're showing you what he's trying to do. We're showing you in the scriptures what's the truth. We're showing you the truth from the lie. We're showing you the clean from the unclean. So she says, and said, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth and destroy with the brightness is coming. Right? Because guess what? The Lord, this is talking about that the fire that's gonna come from them chariots. You feel what I'm saying? They tell you that in 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter.
You got that right.
Spirit, right? So now I'm gonna finish on this real quick. This verse 9, it says, even him who's coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. So this devil being exposed. Esau Edom is being exposed.
That Bible right there, bro.
That's that front right here. It says, even him who's coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. It says, and with all deceivableness. That's why we're telling you, be not deceived. You know what I'm saying? He said, we just read it in Matthew the 5th chapter, right? So it says, and with all deceivableness and unrighteousness, and them that perish because they receive not the love of the truth. If this is what Jake's supposed to be receiving, this is the truth. We're showing you through the scriptures what it is that they're seeing in the skies. The chariots. It's not UFOs, it's not UAPs, it's the chariots. It's not little green men. They're Israelites. They are men that look like us that are going to come from the heavens to deliver the nation of Israel, the elect of men that look just like them.
Exactly. Edom might actually said that in the interview. He said he saw, I forgot if he saw it or who saw it, but the report that they have, they saw tall black men coming out of these ships.
Come on, man.
You know, and those are not what is it? Those are not coincidences, and those are not it's another word I want to use, but the Lord allows certain things like that to happen. Visions. I done had dreams, brothers had dreams about the chariots destroying Esau and how they coming. We've seen them. We've seen in different portals and different up close shit. One was over my house, directly over my house for like 30 minutes, bro. Just sitting there, bro, in 2012, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was 3 of them in Cleveland. You know, but it was one directly over our house, just sitting there, bro. It looked like a pie. 3 lights on it. It had no lights on. It was just black, and it was just had the pot. So the chariots show themselves when they want to. The point is that, like the title says, it says, "Be not deceived and be not dismayed," because Esau is trying hard to cloud the minds of the people of what the salvation looks like, and that's important because this is the same vehicle. This is the same entrance that is going to be used by YAHAWASHI. This is how what like we've been saying. It's going to take out his army. That's important because his army has beat the whole earth into submission, and that he pushed his philosophies and doctrine, and it's the elect's salvation, because 2/3 is going to taste of the judgment. It's the elect's salvation. Those 2 things are very important. What's about to happen next? That's right. That's what's going to issue in the kingdom of heaven. It said they saw that it's Revelation 21. The king he saw the kingdom of New Jerusalem coming down from heaven. That's coming out of the chariots, man. The same thing that was also used to destroy our enemy, man. So this is why the title says, "Be not deceived and be not dismayed," man. That's right. You know, because it's easy to get deceived in Esau's kingdom, bro. All the sign, all the fucking movement of words and imagery and the vibrations he pushed out, man. He got, like you mentioned, the movies. He got the movies, Independence Day. He got War of the Worlds, sounds on the shit, sounds like tweaking the sounds and shit. The sounds that come with like the gory sounds that make you like to change the vibration to make you fear like something about to happen. You feel what I'm saying? Exactly, bro. That's how they deceiving, Jake. They deceive, like we said, like brothers just quote, like we titled the lesson, "Be not deceived, be not dismayed," because they're trying to deceive you through fear. When you go into dismay, that's one of the things it said was fear. So they're trying to deceive you through fear. But fear comes through what you don't understand. Exactly. That's why we break down the scriptures correctly and directly, so to show you there's nothing to fear. This is our salvation that's about to take place. Yeah, because when they come in, they want to get the people like, oh shit, running away from it, or whatever, how it's gonna play out. They want you to like not hope for that. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to hope to be beamed up, and man, they don't want you that. The scripture say in 1 Corinthians 15, this is how we receive those immortal bodies. It said that a twinkling of an eye should be changed. We're gonna be beamed up, man, and we're gonna be changed. Come up hither, man. This is how we enter into the next phase of life. And these devils is telling you otherwise, man. They're telling you that they conquered a chariot and they got it in their lap, and they telling you that they got abducted by the alien, and they worked on them in the chariot, and they sent them back down, and they bugged out on the bed and shit.
Which is the furthest thing from the truth,
bro. This is the devil, bro. Diablos, right? We go to the word devil, deceiver. One of a man opposing himself. Damn, I forget, huh?
That's God.
Yeah, man.
That's what
speaking.
That's what Second Thessalonians the second chapter going to. It's telling you about this devil.
Yes, bro.
Right? So where we started. So I'm gonna jump back to Second Thessalonians 2, this verse 10. It says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that they perish, because they receive not the love of the truth. Why? Who's not receiving the love of the truth? Our people, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Assimian Indians. It says that they might be saved. And how are we going to be saved? By what? The chariots. That's how we're going to be saved. We're going to be caught up into the heavens. He said, only with our eyes shall thou see destruction. The scripture talking about in Revelation 15, standing on the sea of glass. We're going to be looking at destruction from the chariots.
That's right.
It says in verse 11, it says, and for this cause, since you didn't want to receive this truth, you didn't want to hear the apostles, you didn't want to hear the men that the Lord put the Spirit on to tell you what these things were, right? It says, and for this cause, the Most High shall send them strong delusion. It says that they should believe a lie. It says that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure and righteousness. Right. And so the ones that do that, they're going to be deceived. They're going to be destroyed because you believe these lies. You believe the shit that Esau Edom was pushing. You believe that these were little green men. You believe that these were UFOs. You believe that they were trying to take over the world. Yeah, that's what's going to do. That's what's going to happen. But righteousness is what's going to be set up in the earth, not just little green people running the earth. And it's just a alien dominion on the earth. Hell no. It's YAHAWASHI ruling the earth and running things. The kingdom of heaven being established here on the earth, and America being destroyed.
Enter to the house. Was that it on that?
Yeah, kind. That was it.
Hey, real quick. Get to enter into the house of the thief. Just real quick. I forget where it's at, bro. So like it, because like we said, bro, that it's. We read in Matthew 24. It said YAHWAH said, "Be not deceived." It said, "Many shall come in my name." What's his name? YAHWAH. YAHWAH. Salvation. He is salvation, or he saves. All right, he's our salvation.
I got it.
Right. Matthew 1:21. So he's coming in the form of salvation. You see, so they're coming in the likeness of YAHWAH. He speaks as a lamb, two horns like a lamb, but speak as a dragon. You know. Oh, that's saying the same chapter. Oh, damn. Yeah, read that real quick. It was the next verse. Whoever got in on that.
No, you got it, bro.
Zechariah 5:4. It says, "I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief."
Right, because we read earlier this same chapter from 1 to 3, and then continuing about the flying roll and the curse of the this is a curse upon them. And so getting back to the context and read it again.
This is Zechariah 5:4. It says, "I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts."
Bring it forth. That's what he's bringing forth, the chariots, right? So they're trying to stop. They're trying to do everything to stop prophecy. Go ahead.
Yeah.
It says, "And it shall enter into the house of the thief."
Because he's the thief. He's the one that stole. He's the one that murdered. He's the one that lied and deceived and so forth and so forth.
Yeah.
So it's coming to do away with that concept. What's coming? What's it? What is the it? The chariots.
Yeah, that's blasphemy.
YAHWAH, led by YAHWAH, followed by Mayaka Allah, the archangel, right? Who's coming with that army, that heavenly militant force, man. Right, go ahead.
It says, "And into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name."
See, we just read Matthew 24 that he said, if he come in your name, believe him. Like, don't believe him not. Don't believe him. Don't be deceived. Because he's swearing by the name of the Lord falsely. You see, because he said he's the people, and then he's telling you the way of salvation for those people is obsolete, is void. That's why he put himself in the land. So now you can't hope for chariot, hope for salvation, and so forth. Go ahead.
It says, "And it shall remain in the midst of his house."
There you go. It's going to remain in the midst of his house, right? This place is going to be a monument of what not to be. Was that it on that?
There's a little more. It says, "And it shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof." There
you go. That's the brimstones, the nuclear fire and the concentrated beams from the chariots, man. And And real quick, before you get that second Esdras, I got this Acts 1:11 says, which also it says 1:10 says, goodness, you know, you got to go verse 9. It says, when he had spoken these things, Acts 1:9, while they beheld, he was taken up. See, a cloud received
Come on.
him out of their sight. A cloud, dude, cloud. You just ain't going to a cloud, sitting on top of a cloud. It's talking about the chariot,
Yep.
right? So they're demonized YAHWASHI. We already know they did it with his image and his, you know, Job 9:24, and they're also doing it in the way he's actually was taken up and how ascended and how he's going to descend. All right, it says, and he was taken up. A cloud received him out of their sight, and while they looked steadfastly toward heaven, that's up that way, as he went up, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel, two angels, which also said, ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? This same YAHWASHI, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven. So don't believe how they're telling you salvation is going to come.
Yep.
You see, it's going to come the same way Yahweh is going to come the same way the scriptures has it written.
Yep.
YAHWASHI is going to come exactly how he's detailed it in the scriptures, not how Esau's portraying it, not Project Bluebeam. If you see chariots coming in and attacking or doing anything funny outside what the prophecy states, do not believe it, man.
Yep.
Don't believe that the chariots is over here beaming up this person and doing this and doing that. The YAHWASHI said when it was going to happen. He told us the time it was going to happen, man. And how it would happen, when it to an extent, when it would happen. In terms of the prophecies, Jacob Trouble didn't even happen yet. The MOTB didn't happen yet.
Yep.
You know, and so World War III didn't happen yet, man.
Yep.
That's what I mean by the when.
Yep.
You know,
that's because see, that's like the brother going into these days. Ultimately, what we're going into the precepts, everything that we're pulling, is showing you how to discern the times. It's showing you how to discern the truth from the lie, how to separate the clean from the unclean,
right?
So that you're not able to be deceived, right? I got a precept, you know what I'm saying, and you got it out. This is the last one I got for real. This Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5 and verse 1.
I was gonna close it. Oh, well,
no, we can close with it. We can close with it. Yeah, we can close with it.
Okay, kind of. We'll get that down real quick.
This is 2 Esdras 13 and 1. It says, and it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, and it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld,
right, the heavens, right? It's also a sea, you know,
because right, the scriptures talk about how the windows be open, you know, and that's how the chariots is going to be coming through.
Yeah, because that's what you had in Isaiah, right? Go ahead.
It says, verse 3, it says, and I beheld, and lo, the man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven.
Right, so we saw how he went up into heaven. He said the same, YAHWASHI shall return the same way. So he said he saw that man waxing with 1,000 thousands of heaven. Go ahead.
That's right.
It says, and when he turned his
because if I'm not mistaken, waxing is getting stronger, getting bigger. Whining is getting smaller, right? Like the moon. So he said he's waxing, so he's coming with thousands and thousands of chariots and UFOs, man, as they put it.
That's right.
You got it out.
It says, and when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him.
Right, because you mentioned earlier about being afraid, because you know, and they said all the things trembled that was under him, because they really scared. It's gonna say that too. They was afraid, but yet there's fight. You see, because it's programmed in them to go out this way. You see, and that's the terrible Al-Shadia power, demon-like power that we serve, because he got it where he programmed you to actually fulfill this lie and also feel a part of the lot when it's happening. They're gonna be afraid, but they actually gotta go through with it. That's scary as hell, man.
It's right. About whoever resisted his will.
Exactly, bro.
Lord's movie, so Esau gonna do what he was programmed to do.
That's right.
Is be the wicked.
Exactly.
Lord said he created them for the day of evil. This is the days we're coming into.
That's right. Like you said, shoot, it's the curse that goes before the earth, so everybody gonna see it. That's why they're gonna trip. Everybody's gonna see it.
Every eye shall see it.
Every eye.
You know. So see, that's another thing, because I know you may mention that before I can't, because you know, the scriptures talk about that. That's another way you won't be deceived, because it says every eye is going to see it. It ain't gonna just happen here or here. It's gonna be global. It's gonna be a televised event. It's gonna be a worldwide. Revelations 18. It tell you that in Revelations 18, they stood afar off for the fear of her torment. That's the world seeing. That's like we see what's going on in Hamas and Ukraine. That's how the world going to see America's fall, man.
That's right.
You see, so you can't be deceived by all his gimmicks and shit that he talking about. He got the chariot and Area 51, and he got the. That's how he came up with the iPhone and like niggas be bugged out.
Yeah.
You know, like go ahead, man. You got it out.
Signals 13 and 4. It says, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice.
Right. Yeah, that's the laser. That's a concentrated laser beam.
Yep.
You know, because they're gonna be zapping people, man.
Ooh,
you know, and it's gonna hit its target exactly. You know.
Right, they're gonna be dead on, man. They're gonna lock straight in, turning people into fine powder.
Yup. It happening quick.
Hydrating them niggas.
Yup. Because it said in 1 hour. You know.
Yeah.
The chariots got to speed the process up, man. You know, and so it's gonna happen quick. Pew 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 pew. Boom, boom, boom. Pew 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 pew. You know, you got it out.
It says, like as the earth filleth when it filleth the fire, and
bro, yeah, exactly. Cause look, I had a dream about. I was watching it. I was in. It was a big window inside this building. It was daytime outside, but when I went into the building, it was nighttime, and I was watching the war from the window. And when you saw the USA plane coming in like this, and it had a portal where the elect were going into the portal that was supposed to be like them being beamed up, and that's when the US plane was like this, and you saw the chariot, boom, zapped it, and it blew up right in front of the window. Everybody was like, oh, like that inside the window. So simultaneously of the salvation of Israel is going to be the demise of Esau, man. And that's what it's going into, that fire, the wrath of the Lamb. Go ahead, He said, I will not meet thee as a man.
That's right.
You know, he's coming with the power of Yahweh, man. Go ahead,
verse 5, it says, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men.
Right. That's Esau's angels, right? Revelations 12.
It says, out of number from the four winds of the heaven.
4 winds of the heaven, because you also got the alliances. You got the different, you know, Russia and China.
Like what we were talking about with Ronald Reagan. Settled, put aside their differences.
Well, we're gonna read that. It's in the scripture, but keep going. You're gonna jump down to that verse.
It says, out of the number, it says, from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. But because
it's gonna be World War III going on. YAHWAH's coming in the midst of World War III.
Yep, that's right.
Go ahead.
But I beheld,
because that's Salakia. That's another thing, bro. That's going with that deceptive part. Because he's telling you that he's gonna come out of World War III alive, like in terms of like on top. You know what I'm saying? Like after the smoke clears, he's gonna have his world as it is. You know what I'm saying? Well, YAHWAH is gonna come in the midst of World War III, fool. So what you talking about? You know, you gonna get past YAHWAH and the elect angels, right? Go ahead.
It says, but I beheld, and lo, he had graven himself a great mountain.
That's that fathership.
It says, and flew upon it.
Right.
But I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven.
Right. He couldn't see it because he didn't know where it started or ended. You look in the sky right now, you don't know where the sky starts or where it ends. It's just space. Like it's just an extension of itself. And that's how the fathership is. Go ahead.
It says, and I could not. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were so afraid, and yet durst fight. Right, to subdue, to overcome him, to overtake him, right, to apprehend him. They tried to you know, but what? They was afraid, but yet durst fight.
Yep.
Go ahead.
So showing you
pride.
Too, if I can add to, so showing you when these niggas brought back, when these devils brought back this draft, they ain't bring you back to fight against these other.
There you go.
They bring you back to fight against YAHWASHI.
That's the greater force.
That's right.
The greater threat.
Let's go.
Yep.
You got it out.
And if you go into that third world war, you're not gonna come back.
Nope.
Real talk. All of his angels is gonna be dismantled.
Yep.
Every single one of them.
Yep.
None of them's gonna make it.
That's right. America's gonna be laid desolate, and that land is gonna be made desolate. While we watch the destruction, we're gonna watch these things take place. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be here in the day of the Lord's anger, Lord willing. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going to be up in the chariots.
Yeah, it said come into that secret chamber.
Yep. Until the indignation be overcome. Yeah, overpass. Up to water.
Psalms 91.
Isaiah 60 and 8.
Come on.
Yep.
Verse 9, it says, and lo, he saw the violence of the multitude that came.
Damn, he said he saw the violence because they're gonna be angry. They talk about that in Revelation 16. They blaspheme the name of the Lord for the scourges of the sun. Roughly paraphrasing, the judgment of the Lord, they're gonna be blaspheming the name of the Lord in the midst of that. So the judgment is accurate. Because how you gonna blaspheme the Lord and not repent when the judgment is there and you're happening on you, showing you that the judgment is accurate, man.
The scripture talk about how the judgment was set.
Yep, 15%. You got it.
It says, it says he neither lifted. I'm gonna read verse 9 again. It says, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war.
Right. Go ahead.
But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been as a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath.
Just laser beams.
And out of his tongue he cast out the sparks of his sparks and tempest.
Yep. Now jump down to the point when you was calling, was that Ronald Reagan, I think. It's in verse let me see. It's like, no, it's like you could jump down to matter of fact, jump to all is good. Because this whole the chapter breaks down itself. Jump out to damn. You could start at damn, man, it's always good. Start at 29 and read to 34. Hold on. Yeah, 34.
This is 2 Letters 13 and 29. It says, behold, the days comes when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth.
See, and they're trying to stop that every way possible, to the point of your hope, your imagery, what you taking in is you can't even hope in that way of the how the Lord said he was going to save you. You see?
I got a quick precept. You'll bring that back right quick.
This is 2 Letters 13 and 29. It says, behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth.
And like we said, we know how he's going to deliver us. He's going to deliver us with the chariots. This is Isaiah 31:5. It says, as birds flying, so will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem. Defend it also, he will deliver it, and passing over, he will preserve it. That's how the Lord's going to get us. He says, birds flying. The chariots are going to come flying. They're going to swoop in, and they're going to deliver the elect. They're going to deliver the ones that belong to YAHAWASHI, protecting them from the destruction that's pending in America.
Right, and that's another thing, because birds flying is what? They're in a collective group.
Come on, man. Formation.
They're in formation. They're on one accord. They come at an angle and they fly. They fly a certain way for a certain particular reason. They pierce the sky. YAHAWASHI's coming in. He's going to pierce the atmosphere, right? And in formation. So it ain't gonna be happening in one place and you don't know about it. It's gonna be happening on a global scale, like in terms of like not global, but like on a wide scale. You know what I'm saying? And global. But you know, it's gonna be happening all at the same time, right? Go ahead, Doc.
Verse 30, it says, and he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth. Verse 31, it says, and one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another.
So the realms is gonna collide. Right now, you're gonna really, Christians have been talking about it all their life, about heaven and hell, the war in heaven. Where you about to see the war in heaven is finally about to come to your doorsteps, and you're not gonna be on the other side of that, on the good side. You know, you're gonna have some people that's some people that's not, a lot of people that's not. You see, the war in heaven is getting ready to take place, and not in the actual heavens where the third heaven where the Father dwells. Heaven is a state of rulership. Esau's heaven, and in the literal skies. Right, the war is about to take place. Go ahead.
Verse 32, it says, and the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the signs shall happen which I shewed thee before.
Right, and we know that the Lord showed us how it was going to play out, so it's going to come to pass that way. Go ahead.
And then shall my son be declared.
Who is his son? YAHAWASHI. So he's going to be manifested in it before the eyes of the people, man.
Come on, man.
Go ahead.
Whom thou sawest as a man ascending.
Right.
The Acts that the brother read.
The
book of Acts.
Verse 33 it says, and when all the people hear his voice,
Woohoo!
every man shall in their own land leave the battle they have one against another.
That's the quote, Ronald Reagan.
And innumerable multitudes shall be gathered together, as thou sawest them willing to come and to overtake him by fighting.
So they think they're gonna stop fighting against each other and fight against the Lord.
Right.
Like the brother said, the greater war, the war that's coming from the heavens.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
The greater threat.
The war that YAHAWASHI is waging on America, get ready to destroy Babylon. So they think they're gonna stop and turn and fight against YAHAWASHI. And we say scared, and yet there's fight. These motherfuckers are literally gonna be scared, and this Lord still gonna put the spirit on them to come up against them. Got it?
Yep. So they gonna like we said, these devils know YAHAWASHI is returning. They know he's on his way. You know, they know everything what we talking about.
Yep.
Right. And how you know we know that? No, they know because they're coming up with ways to try to combat that.
Yep. What's that quote? You quoted it. What Ronald Reagan say? Quote it again.
He said that if it was to become an outside force, talking about aliens, are to come and take over the earth, all the nations will put aside their differences and join together to fight against the outside force.
And that's what we're reading right here in 2 Ezra 13. That's exactly what we're reading.
Yep. I'm about to show you real quick. UFO speech. Here you go. Right, it's a short one. It's like a. Here you go. Devil. 43 minutes. 43 seconds.
Who?
43 seconds.
We often forget how much unites all the members of humanity. Perhaps we need some outside universal threat to make us recognize this common bound. I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world. And yet I ask, is not an alien force already among us? What could be more alien to the universal aspirations of our peoples than war and the threat of war?
They didn't play the right one. But yeah, he said, here you go right here.
Which was still spot on though, because he said they're gonna set aside their differences.
Yep. He literally quoted almost word for word. Here you go.
Outside in the universe, we'd forget all the little local differences of threat to this world from some other species, from another planet. Outside in the universe, we'd forget all the little local differences that we have between our countries, and we would find out once and for all that we really are all human beings here on this earth together. Well, I don't suppose we can wait for some alien race to come down and threaten us, but I think that between us, we can bring about that realization. In our obsession with antagonisms of the moment, we often forget what could be more alien to the universal aspirations of our peoples than war and the threat of war.
All right, so here we go.
I think maybe I'd answer it this way. I keep, in my frustration sometimes,
damn, I hate
you know, but I've often wondered, what if all of us in the world discovered that we were threatened by an outer power from outer space?
Outer power.
Planet? Wouldn't we all of a sudden find that we didn't have any differences between us at all? We were all human beings, citizens of the world, and wouldn't we come together to fight that particular threat?
See?
They're worried about making their rent, about being able to afford groceries.
So he said they would come together and put away their differences and fight the outer power, fight the greater threat. You see? Even in the midst of war. That's he's quoting 2 Ezra 13, which we read, man. You got it, because I
want me to read Wisdom of Solomon 5.
No, yeah, Con, you got it out.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. It says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the faces of such as have afflicted him.
And see, guess what? They done afflicted us for so long. They done had us in their possession for so long, right? But see, now we're standing in great boldness. What? proclaiming the words of YAHAWASHI. The scriptures talk about the truth that in 2 Ezra, the 6th chapter, verse 28. The truth that have been so long without fruit is now being declared, right? And now we're declaring the words of YAHAWASHI. The Lord giving us the spirit, stirring up our minds by pure way of remembrance to break down these scriptures correctly and directly, and to show Jake the truth of what the scriptures really mean and what these things are going into. Breaking down these dark sentences and these parables. You know what I'm saying? Because what the Most High said, what he said, he revealed his secrets unto the servants, the prophets. These things are no longer secret. These things are now being made manifest in the earth. You're either gonna give heed unto the truth, the men that the Lord has set before your eyes in the latter days, beginning with our apostles, the elders, and the men on down, or you're going to continue to trust in lies and oppression and the sorcery and the witchcraft and the deception that Edom is pushing on the left-hand side. Right? You got it.
It says, and made no account of his labors.
Yeah, because they don't make no account of our labors. You know what I'm saying? They mark us as madmen, right? Because soon they're finna demonize us for the things that we're teaching. They're finna demonize us for teaching the truth, for showing you the truth, for trying to show you. So because that's what the men of the Lord are. They're a light unto the world, right? We're a light unto the Gentiles, like the scriptures talk about. To showing you, to teach you not to walk in the paths of darkness, not to walk after the lies, not to walk after the corruption that's in the earth, but to walk after the ways of YAHAWASHI. He said you should hear a word behind thee, just saying this is the way to walk ye in. You know what I'm saying? To turn not to the right nor to the left. We're trying to tell you to come back to YAHAWASHI because this is the only way that you're going to escape the pending judgment that's getting ready to befall America. That's finna befall Babylon. You know what I'm saying? Because the only way to escape thermonuclear fire and the fire that's coming from the chariots is to be inside the chariot.
Mm-hmm.
You got it?
Yeah.
Verse 2, it says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
And that's it. Everybody gonna see. He said when they see it, they're gonna be troubled with terrible fear. But when we not, he said, be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. They scared.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna tremble, and they gonna be scared, and yet there's fight. Yeah, we were talking about it earlier off camera. Like, yeah. He said the remnant was affrighted. Yeah, we gonna be affrighted. We gonna fear. You know what I'm saying? We because that's the day of the Lord. That's the day of reckoning. It's judgment day. You know what I'm saying? But our hope and our faith is gonna be that we're gonna be received into the chariot. Not that we're gonna be zapped with the concentrated fire coming from the chariot, or the Lord is gonna allow us to eat a missile, but the Lord is gonna allow us a spot in the chariots. Lord willing, our lot fall amongst the righteous. But the ones that refuse to walk according to these ways and to come back to these ways, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be caught up in that pending destruction. You got it out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it says, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation.
And so that's what it is. They finna be amazed at the strangeness of our salvation. Like I said, they don't like that math. Like we said a while ago, they don't like that math. Our salvation equals in their destruction.
Yeah, that's it.
He said, for what? Jacob is the Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of that follower. We finna take over.
Yep.
Literally, he said the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess it forever and forever and even forever.
Yeah, because they're not expecting a black man
to
rise in the power that we're about to get.
That's right.
Like, we about to dominate the earth. We about to really be like what everyone like the movies, the superhero movies, and always want to be when you're young. I want to be Superman. This is what everybody aspire to be.
That's
right. We're about to be that. We actually are about to be that. Like, it ain't no dreaming about it. We actually this is actually about to become reality. And they're trying to stop this from becoming reality, because the moment that becomes reality, wickedness will never enter the thought of an Israelite again.
That's right.
And once that happens, he was created for the vessel of destruction. So once that happens, he has no purpose. Like, what's your purpose now? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says, we'll finish this verse. It says, so far beyond all that they looked for.
You're not looking for that.
Nope.
They're not looking for us, man. They looking for us to stay in Martin Luther King Boulevard. And going to the corner store at 12 o'clock at night. They not. That's what they not looking for us to make it, bro. They weaponize the food, they weaponize our relationships with people, weaponize your thoughts, weaponize your clothes, weaponize the air. They did they turned the whole world against you. So they're not looking for you to come out of that, man. Why would you? You know what I'm saying? If you got somebody trapped in the basement, you know you sealed all the windows and the doors, you ain't got nothing. Why would you expect him to? You're not thinking about him escaping.
Nope.
That's the least of your worries.
That's right, because like you said, so far beyond all they look for. So they see the chariot, but they don't know what they it's still so far outside of, because the scriptures say, for 2 Corinthians 2:9, for I have not seen nor ear heard, neither in the heart of man the things I prepare for those who love me. So if we love Yahawah, showing that we love him by keeping the law, statutes, commandments, by doing the things written in the scripture, so that we can have salvation on the great and terrible day of Yahawah, is damn sure far beyond what these devils is looking for. You feel what I'm saying? They ain't that salvation, they can't fathom it. Neither can we, but they damn sure can't fathom it. They know the chairs there. They know that they're gonna do something. They just don't know what, and they just don't know when.
Well, yeah, because it's like because
Go ahead.
remember they in scripture say they fought our affliction when our
That's right.
iniquity had an end. So in their
Yep.
mind, they got away with it.
Yep.
They say when our iniquity had an end.
Yep.
So their mind, like, they can upset the prophecy and
Yep.
they could keep going. You know what I'm saying? They think they can keep at this fucking madness,
Yeah.
man. And the Lord said it won't be like that.
Nope.
You know, we're not gonna be able to. You're not gonna be able to continue this madness on the
Nope.
earth, bro. We was talking about it off camera earlier, bro, and not being able to identify the difference between sexes, all right, between the two sexes of the human race, you know, and that's a problem to the point that the prophets can't even identify the difference between a
Man and a
ball
woman.
sack and a vagina. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? If you understand, a man and a woman, man.
Yep.
You know, go ahead. So
I
this
think that
place
was
got to
it on.
go. You know.
Was that it on that? I think that was it.
Y'all said that was
Yeah.
But no, one more verse.
Okay.
This
Oh,
is
your turn.
Wisdom of Solomon 5 and verse
3.
3. It says, and they repentant and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision, and a proverb and a reproach.
Right, all these names and all these images and this the character that you created for the Israelites. Go ahead.
This verse 4 says, we fools counted his life madness and his end to be without honor.
There you go. That's honorable to be beamed up in the chariots and salvation. He's telling you, he's demonizing it, right? But it's an honor, because why? Because you're the first fruit. You're the elect.
Yeah.
It's an honor. Those individuals are going to receive crowns.
Yeah.
That's an honor because you did everything to the T. You were perfect in the eyes of the Lord in the land of darkness and filthiness. That's an honor. You fulfilled the will of the Lord righteously. You completed the task and the course. That means you walked with Yahawah from the beginning. That's an honor. But this devil is demonizing it and tell you that's not the fact. That's not what this is about. You see? He said, and this is this goes with this regular smuggler, everyday Edomite, man. This is how he thinking,
Right.
you know. He like, damn, man, this nigga, you know what I'm saying? That's why when he get mad enough, he'll call you that, because he don't see you with honor. They don't see you as honorable.
I got a quick one.
Uh-huh.
This is Sirach 11 and
So like,
5.
what's that in on that though? Go ahead.
Sirach 11 and 5. It says, many kings have sat down upon the ground. All right, all these nations, they all got their chances to rule, and they always looked at us like, we was gonna be a slave constantly. It wasn't too long ago, that you had that Elamite bitch. She was screaming, "Oh, you niggas are slaves! You niggas are slaves!" But just was reading that Wisdom of Solomon 5. They looked at us to be without honor. But right here it says, many kings have sat down upon the ground, and one that was never thought of have worn the crown, and that's gonna be us.
Yeah.
We're gonna get the rulership, the kingdom. We're about to put these heathens in subjection under the rule of YAHWAH.
Yeah. Because that's another part of deception. Trying to tell the people that we ain't the people, but we are the people. We are the ones that Yahawah coming to get. The elect of Israel, the Negroes, Latinos, Native and Seminole Indians. You got it out.
Yeah, so if you don't know that we the people, then you're not looking for the chariots to save you.
Nope.
You're not looking for that way out that way. You're trusting in Egypt for you to be your way out.
Yep.
Ain't no way that, if you're not trusting in the Lord to be your way out, the only other way to go is Esau.
Yep.
Darkness. Was that it on that?
No, let's go back to the wisdom.
Yeah, well, that's 5. Where you at?
5.
No, that's it. You had to keep reading. What you got is because
No, that was it on it. You know what I'm saying? So, look, man, that, like, we're going back to the lesson, like title of the lesson. Be not deceived and be not dismayed. Because understand that this devil is, you know what I'm saying, he's out to trick you out your spot. He's out to trick you out of your salvation. You know what I'm saying? That's what Satan and that's what his adversary, the devil, is come to do. You feel what I'm saying? Trick you out of salvation, cause you to believe on the lies that are in the world, to believe that there's Yahweh, Yahweh, the Most High, is a so-called white man. His son is a so-called white man. That the chariots are UFOs with little green people filled in them. You know what I'm saying? All madness. You know what I'm saying? It's a story he wrote, but the story that Yahweh Shemel put in the mouth of the prophets is a different story.
That's
You know what I'm saying? And it's tell you that salvation is what do you say? Salvation is for the nation of Israel. You know what I'm saying? For the Negro, Latino, Native, and Semi-Indian, and that the chariots that you found written in the scriptures, like it talk about the clouds. You know what I'm saying? He was received up into a cloud. Those are the chariots. That is going to be our way to escape the destruction that's getting ready to come to America, Babylon, and the land of Jerusalem. You know what I'm saying?
Salvation is nearer than what we believe.
Yep, salvation is nearer than when we believe. You know, so with that, you know, we pray and hope this was edifying. We're going to end giving all honor, glory, and infinite praise unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH, double honor star apostles and elders of the great millstone that taught us the truth. Peace, blessings, salutations to the sincere Akim, and peace, blessings, salutations to the men, women, children that believe on that Yahweh, Shema, to the next time we say Kwam Yashala,
Yashala.
Shalom.
Shalom.